Evening, everyone. Hey, Objects. Hey, Explosion. Hey, Fred. Hey, Aspic. It's a good title, right? Hey, Alex. I think more people are turning up for a stream that I have no idea what it even is than they do for the for the games that I actually plan. Hey, everyone. Yeah, the stream's very unprepared today. The plan was originally that Silly was gonna stream with me when he got home from work, but I think he's got a little stuck. Hey, Speccraft. Hey, Sebastian. I didn't realise a mystery stream would be such a good marketing strategy. I think I've clickbaited everyone. Cause it's a mystery to me. I don't know what I'm doing today. It's pronounced N-explosion. So the Gen, you're pronouncing just like a T-I-O-N, so you're just an explosion. N-explosion. Okay. Hey, David. Hey, Jahushka. I remember the name Zach, yeah. I guess so. That wasn't the intention. I just had nothing else to write, so I put some question marks in there. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, the original plan was that me and Silly were going to stream something together. But I found out like 20 minutes ago that he wasn't going to really be able to make it. He may stream later on when he gets home. But for now, it's just me. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. My fallback is that I can just go and do... hey, Des. I can just go and do a carry on with Dalaran Chapter 3 on Hearthstone. I know that a few people here aren't into the Hearthstone, and I'll probably lose you. One possible option. So I'm just going to chat for a bit, I think, before we get started, because why not? Hey, Steve. Hey, Willam. This weekend, I found out a couple hours ago, is Ludum Dare. Can I get my... let's try and get my desktop up. Hang on a second. Hopefully I've got nothing too dodgy on here. Display capture. I'm editing my OBS stage on the fly. Bear with me. This could go very badly. Yeah, that works. That works. Sure. Okay. So, let's go to the website here. So, Ludum Dare, for those unaware, is a global game jam. And I found out this evening that it starts in 3 days. It's this weekend. This is, I think, a 3-time yearly thing. I'm also going to go and grab chat on my phone. Yes, it happens, or at least it used to happen, like every 4 months. And I've been working weekends for the last couple of years because I've been in the escape room business. So I did 2 Ludum Dares a very long time ago. Loved doing them. And I've not had the opportunity recently. For a couple of years, I've not done a Ludum Dare now. The Great Beret. But it's this weekend, and I have a free weekend now. So I'm thinking of taking part in this Ludum Dare. I'm not sure exactly what that is going to entail. The general idea, if you've not seen or done a game jam before, is that you have, in this case, 3 days to make a game. And that game has to be based on a particular theme that gets announced at the beginning of the 72 hours, and then you have to just go and make a game with very little sleep and very little time. Hey, Adam. Ludum Dare? It's Latin. Hey, Inferno. Dari? I think I've heard people pronounce it Dari. I pronounce it Ludum Dare, and I think I have looked it up before. And I think it is Ludum Dare. Anyway, I call it Ludum Dare, or just Ludum from here on out, I guess. So they announce I've been out of this for so long that things may have changed, but it looks like they've still got the theme voting here. Okay, so at the start of the 72 hours, they will announce one of these as the final round of voting. So people can vote on these themes. I think out of these, is this 20 per? 2, 3, 3, 6, 9, 10. So is that like 15? So out of those 45, I imagine in the final rounds, which will be like tomorrow, the top 15 voted themes here will be in this group. And then at the start of the 72 hours, they pick a theme based on everyone's favourite votes. And then you have to make a game in that tiny little time. I wonder if I can sign into my account. It's been a while. Cool. The wonders of modern technology. I wouldn't have known my password. So I've made a couple games for Ludum Dare. I think maybe the best thing to do actually is just Google this. So I'll quickly share the two that I've done before. This one here is Latvian Milk. Hopefully you guys get the volume on this.
So hi, this is Taro Mia. Just doing the commentating.
Just let me know.
And Anthony.
This is Anthony.
He's playing.
This is some guys who were reviewing Ludum Dare games this year. So this was me, my cousin,
That's a really interesting
and a friend of mine
artwork.
from high school, and we made Latvian Milk. The theme for this was
Oh, it's an animated GIF.
what was the theme for this? It was something to do
You
with quick
shoot
changes.
stuff.
Every oh jeez.
I didn't know you can upload animated GIFs. Because it explicitly tells you that it won't look animated.
An
but I guess it
unconventional
does.
weapon. Okay, yeah, that's
Weird.
right. So our game, you had a weapon that every 12 seconds it would just randomly change to another available weapon. Why's my internet so slow?
Lower, which
So
is
this
a bizarre way of
if
doing
it
it,
will
but
actually
okay, I can take that.
play any.
You can use it for movement.
We were really happy with this. For
You
3
actually
days.
move faster than you want.
Oh,
It's a Unity game, and you just had these mad weapons, and waves of enemies came at you. So this was our entry to Ludum Dare like 3-4 years ago. That is awful. Maybe that's hard coded into the video. Maybe that was their stream quality. You can hear it. Good. So yeah, that was our first game, and then we skipped one, and the next game I made was here. I don't think there's a video of this one. Oh, actually, we didn't skip a year. We just did really badly that year. Got nothing made. So this was a game we made, the second Ludum Dare over, which was a little RPG. I don't have video, I'm afraid. But you would go around the house and you'd go onto your computer and you would have to vote on like bills. And there would be this chat that you could read, so lots of text, very story heavy. But the cool thing about this project was that this was the early days of Catan. And I went in alone. This time I didn't have my cousin helping, he was busy. It was another short notice Ludum Dare like it is this weekend. So back in the TeamSpeak server days of Catan, I guess like 3 years ago, I made just a public voice channel, just called like making a game in 3 days, and it was open, you could join it, and people would just pop in, and I would sit in there all the time that I was developing over the 72 hours, and people would jump in and just be like, hey, what's going on in here, what are you doing? And I'd explain it, and I would always offer, do you want to do anything for it? And loads of people would just do like little bits, and it was really cool. I ended up having this rolling development team. So people would come in, and I'd just be like, "Do you want to like make some art?" I'd get, "Sure, yeah, okay." So someone would come in and just make a pixel art chair. Like, in fact, you can even say this chair is I think it's the only thing that person did. And then someone would come in and just do like the stool and the table. Someone came in and did a piece of music for me. I got some live recorded violin by one guy, some live recorded banjo by another. The banjo piece was sick, really good. You just had lots of people doing all these little bits. Really, really cool. I don't know what I'm going to do for this Ludum Dare. I don't even know if I'm going to do the Ludum Dare, but I'm hoping to, because it's tons of fun. Depending on whether I have an actual team or not, I would consider doing the same thing I did here, and for over this weekend, for the 72 hours of development, is just having an open voice channel on the Discord and just letting people come in and just provide stuff. So just make a game in 3 days, and if anyone wanted to come in and just do a bit, just like a sound effect, or like one texture, or, I mean, hell, if you want to stay for the whole 3 days and help out, and just have this like spiderweb collaboration of people making a game, because it was a really interesting way of developing for this game. This was a lot of fun to make. Anyway, so that's just a ramble about Ludum Dare, because I found out about it a couple hours ago, and I'd love to do it. If I am, I will try and stream as much of it as I can, so that's something to look forward to this weekend. I'm possibly going to make a game in 72 hours, and you could possibly join in with it, depending on what actually happens. So, bit of news for everyone, there you go. Try having a poll for the game. What do you mean by a poll? The theme of the game is already determined by the community on Ludum Dare, so we can't choose the theme of the game itself. And when it comes to deciding what the game's going to be and that kind of thing, you have to be so fast about it because of the massive time constraint that I don't want to be waiting for, like, even if I said, here's a poll, vote on what the game should be, we'll leave it an hour until we decide what the game is. That's an hour gone out of 72 hours, and that's like a serious amount of time. Have chat vote for the game you play. Oh, you mean for just this stream? Like, I'll take suggestions, I guess. I'm trying to think what are some options. We've got Hearthstone Dalaran. We have. I think it's been long enough that I would maybe go back and retry the Binding of Isaac Deathless runs to see how far I can get through. I don't have access to Minecraft right now, objects. It's not on the computer. So yeah, like Hearthstone, Isaac, Dicey Dungeons. I could start playing through Dicey Dungeons. I'd be down with that. What else? I guess I can show you all what's going on my Steam. Just because it's installed doesn't necessarily mean it's something I'm willing to play, but here's what we've got right now. Catane's an option. On my own, I probably don't want to run Catane. I try and limit my Catane to the weekly streams right now, because the more I play it, the faster I'm going to burn myself out on it, and I'm already burning out on it, so I don't want to play Catane that often. Dicey, I've been doing I think fairly well on Dicey. I've got through. Sorry, explosion. I'll go even slower. Me and Silly, we also didn't know. Maybe something on tabletop. Maybe Isaac. But yeah, Dicey I'm having a fair bit of success on. I could maybe start working through that. But sorry, yeah. To rewind, the other reason I brought up Ludum Dare this evening is because one option that we could do this evening, as just kind of a warm up, and maybe a fun thing to do for the next few streams, would be to do our own kind of stream game jam, where I actually made like a tiny game on stream, and also take input from stream as to things to do in, like, to actually make happen in the game. So I'm thinking you would start with like a really basic premise, even something that would usually make for quite a bad game. So let's say, for example, like a match 3 game, like a Candy Crush style game, which seems to be for a lot of people like baby's first game. If you go on forums for how to do this in Unity or Game Maker or whatever, like half the entries are people asking about how do I do this in my match 3 game. But starting with something like a match 3 game, but then just adding just like loads of stuff to it. Just random mad things that have been suggested by chat. So someone says, oh, I want this to be a thing in the match 3 game, and just adding loads of weird power-ups and puzzle types and different like obviously there's different conditions in certain levels for that kind of thing. So sometimes it's get as many points within the time limit, sometimes it's clear the board in fewest moves, but just other people's suggestions for, oh, here's a really cool idea for a challenge mode, and just having all the mechanics of this game just like expand and expand. Obviously not too much, I'd want it to be quite a small game, but something that could be built as a skeleton really quick, which I think is for like a match 3 game would work quite well, and then adding things in as suggestions from chat. Fiona, did you ever claim that TikTok code I sent? Did you send it to me or Silly? I will go back in chat and investigate. But yeah, basically Twitch chat makes a game. I don't know how that sounds to people. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all my cards on the table, so feel free to discuss amongst yourselves, but we could hit a game. Isaac, Hearthstone, Dicey Dungeons. Hey Red. Have I seen the Garfield cart module for Catan? I have not. I am way behind on modules. So yeah, I could do one of those games, or we could maybe start making a game. If anyone has any input. Did you make it, Red? I've seen the Terraria quiz needy, yeah. Hey, Tech Driver. Make a game sounds fun. Oh, Tile Grid mode on Steam. I've only just worked out what you meant, Explosion, sorry. Yeah, I'll go back and take a look at that, Inferno, thank you. Hey, Dritz. I think maybe we'll just start doing that. Just make a little game that people from chat can have some input in. Match 3 feels like one possibility. I'm trying to think what are like the really easy games to make where the skeleton is just like super fast. But then you could like add lots of things into a very modular style game. Maybe even a kind of game that's usually not particularly good, but you could make interesting. Dicey, I think I've completed all the chapter 2s, but I would start again for the stream and just work through them. Anything with multiple weapons and chat adds new weapons. Yeah. A bullet hell? Bullet hells are time consuming to code, just because you've got to keep testing the bullets, if you know what I mean. Like those are very intricate patterns, and you have to make sure that they're actually navigable. I think I like the idea of doing this. Maybe it's not something to start tonight. Maybe I will just do a game tonight. But yeah, keep an eye out for that, everyone. Should we do some Dicey? Did I hear about Apex new update? Yes, there's actually a new map now finally, right? And the charge rifle. Another option as well is to just play something really, really chill and just kind of chat. Like just run through the whole Portal campaign and just have a chinwag with everyone. The charge rifle is hot trash. Okay, I need to actually make a decision. What do I fancy doing? What sounds fun? Let's start Dicey. Hey, comedic guy. How does volume sound to people? Oh, you guys can't see this when I go full screen? Okay, hang on, let's get this set up. That should work, I think. Hey random. We're doing Dicey Dungeons, and we're just starting, so you haven't missed anything. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna, I think over the course of some streams, maybe I'll just play through this game, so I'm just gonna go chapter for chapter, character for character. So let's start Warrior chapter 1 and just go through. Thanks for joining me for another round of Dicey Dungeons.
Oh, no.
Tonight, let's give a big round of cruelly mocking laughter for our miserable contestant. She's not very nice, this lady, look. Well, makes sense to head for the treasure first. Let's go kill a slime. Attack Travis's max difficulty? I don't think there's a difficulty option, is there? At the moment, we only have one attack and we just want to do the most damage with it as possible. It's very easy on me. Nice, that's a good one. No sixes. Okay, I'm not furying because hopefully we'll just get out of here alive. And then we've got our... if you give me a 3, then we're good. Come on. Oh, god damn it. We'll be able to use our limit break on the next level. Yay. Alright, excellent. Down floor. Oops. Sorry, kicking the table a lot. We're at 6. Good. Nice. 2 1s. So what other, like, easy game frameworks could you make and then kind of hook other ideas onto? You've got things like match 3 games. A farming game, I feel like, does that. What's going on with your 2 dice? 10. 8. Do I need the Fury? Let's do it just to be safe. An obstacle game similar to Geometry Dash. I don't think I know Geometry Dash. What is Geometry Dash? I know Geometry Wars. What do we want here? Probably Spike Shield. Shield's good. Ooh, bumps. Even better. I think I might save my money. I would take Iron Shield, but it's all of my money and it's not spectacular. I think I might just save it for hopefully something really good from a shop. Have I unequipped the right thing? Yeah, I think so. At least I can use my 6s with the other one. Game is you tap, you jump. Like an infinite runner. I guess that's kind of, it's basically just Flappy Bird, right? Infinite runners could work. I'm not sure how much in the way of like new mechanics you can add to a... I didn't bump. Fucking hell. I completely forgot I had that. Too busy talking. Yeah, I don't know how much you can add to an infinite runner. In terms of like new mechanics. Should I just kill him now? Yeah. But maybe. With something like a match 3 game or a farming game, because it's not this like quick reaction timed thing, you can add basically as many things as you want and they just be random new mechanics that appear throughout the game that you can deal with in your own time. with an infinite runner. Wait. Bish, bash, boosh. With an infinite runner, you don't want to be thinking about too many things at once. So I'm not sure how many new things you can add to it. It's not to say it wouldn't work, I just don't think it would necessarily work quite as well as a match 3 or a farming game. Oh, he's dead. The Warrior is a really strong character. I mean, I guess they do rank him as a difficulty 1, but he is very good. Weighing up whether to actually heal before this fight. I don't think so. Shock isn't quite so effective against this guy, really. Alright, doing well. Another dice. In fact, we should probably hit the shop before this, so we've got more options to upgrade. Yeah, let's grab a healing crystal. I don't know how long it's going to stay. And what do we want to upgrade here? Ooh, yeah. Smallening hammer is good. Although, actually, being able to use bump twice is sick. We're expecting a full heal after this fight, I think. There's lots of apples on the level, so I'm going to try and not limit break. Wow. Wow, perfect. And 3 health. It could be a bad apple. They didn't look like they were in bad apple positions, but they could be. Don't have to worry about the heal, I'm about to get one. Okay, down we go. I'm really bad at checking for bad apples, so I'm glad you reminded me. And mimics as well. Should I have Furied that? I probably should have just Furied that off the bat. Perfect. 3 health and a kill. What do we got in here? Toxic Ooze. I mean, it beats Sword, right? It makes Bump Plus really good because we can just keep heading for those 6s. He's strong against poison, so I need to prioritize shocks. Perfect turn, first time around. He only gets that 1 poison damage though. He's got doubles! Shit. And he didn't use them! Yeah, I'll take 2 poison over being cursed, Jesus. And another perfect turn. Doesn't even require rerolls. Wow, another perfect turn. It's... Oh, I think that's 1 off lethal, right? So, we hammer him for 6. We Toxic Ooze him for 6, that leaves him with 3 health. He'll have 4 poison, but he only takes 2 damage from the poison, so he's alive with 1 health. Which means we have to Fury him to do 1 damage. That's painful. But I think it's the right thing to do. Adding more dice to the pool with bumping 6s, at the moment it's not really helpful. If I maybe should be replacing Healing Crystal with like Chocolate Cookie and doing that trick, and just doubling up on the 6 attacks. Healing Crystal is already been really good though. Let's try swapping it and just see how the fight goes more. We'll take it from there. I could have bumped again for another one, but I was getting some terrible rolls there. Which one should we double up? Extra 2 poison or? See, he's got 5 dice, so I actually think that shock probably won't affect him that much, because he has enough dice to unlock everything. In fact, yeah, I think the shock literally doesn't affect him because of that. So we'll double up on poison. Hey Dylan. This is Dicey Dungeons. The map looks like Horizon. That's cool. Horizon's a good looking game. Blind dice are always fun, trying to work out what they are. Even re-rolling them doesn't make them unblind. We don't really have any attacks that will help us work this out, because none of our attacks have any restrictions on them. The only thing that's really going to help us work it out is bumping it and see if it turns into gives us a 1. So I guess we're going to do that. In fact, re-rolling them doesn't really help. And then one more roll here, so let's do that. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wow, that is a 6. Amazing. If this 6... No, none of this is enough to actually trigger Chocolate Cookie. Not far off, though. Cast, Emmy. Well, he takes 2 damage from the poison. Yeah, it's a guaranteed kill, right? Because I do this. Cool. Yeah, I think we will make hammer smaller. Because we're getting enough dice that we don't necessarily, yeah. Oh, she wants to trade my hammer for a shovel. Do I prefer weaken to shock? I think I might. Let's just see what equipment we've got here. Because we could put a healing crystal back in now. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the healing crystal. It's a weird map with these square configurations. I actually don't know if I've ever seen that. I guess I've seen big triangles that connect around in a circle. What do skeletons do? What are you all about? Okay. He has 3 dice. Shocking him is good. Because this takes 2. It makes cursing me more awkward. That's good. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so a double shock would be pretty sick. I'm liking the setup. I think I'm going to use 1 bump to get this on. To a 6. Wait, let's roll that and see what we get. Oh, so good. Okay, we can't heal. But we can get him down to 1 health. Again, the 1 health. Getting very unlucky. That's fantastic, you didn't do any damage. Prioritize the curse. I'm gonna try and... Can this get cursed? Combat roll? This is good, right? Alright, nice. Crystallina gives us access to an upgrade and a treasure. That looks good. Okay. Shocking has no relevance right now. So the 6 wants to go in poison. because she can just put her dice into whichever one's not shocked. Shock is quite weak in this fight, actually. Sure. We actually might come out of this fight with more health than we took in. That's a weird thing to do. Random blessing? To damage less from all sources. Okay. Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay. Right. That's actually GG, right? Oh fuck, I did it in the wrong order. Ah, idiot. I got too excited about the lethal. Okay, I should have come out of this fight with full health, and I'm not gonna do it now. Actually, maybe I will. Yeah, it looks like I am actually. Wow, okay. He's got one dodge, which means I have to do... Am I cursed? No, I'm not cursed. Hey, Dalton. You put it in binary? I also don't see any binary, I'm not sure what you mean. What's our treasure? Detonator is sick. I love Detonator. What should we get rid of here? Yeah, if we upgrade our Toxic Ooze, let's just check if there's any poison stuff in the shop first.
Oh boy.
Jesus. Oh my god. I think the fact he's got 4 dice again just means that shocking him doesn't really matter right now.
Right.
That's more like it. Nice. Okay. That should be a kill, right? She like with the 6s, I know, right? That makes up for all the 1s that I got the other time. Okay, I've not got super good health right now. Ooh, nice though, I can buy some here. We could get a second hammer and upgrade it. What would I replace with hammer though? The detonator toxic ooze combo is great. Chocolate cookie is really good for these two. Piling on the poisons. No, I don't think I want it. I think I want to heal. Just to be safe for this next fight. Let's do a couple upgrades. So let's upgrade Toxic Ooze. Detonator doesn't need an upgrade. I can reach an even dice easily enough with bumps. And let's go down here and upgrade Chocolate Cookie. I love how much upgraded stuff we've got. It's fantastic. Yeah, hang on. Should we be shocking? I think getting the poison starting to pile on is probably more valuable. Oh wait, I can do a double bump. I don't need to make that decision. I'm gonna try and save Fury. Guess now I have to save Fury. I'm cursed as well, Jesus. Oh, you. Okay. Well, she dead this turn. We're fine. See ya. She just said the video description on our Minotaurian diffusal. Extra dice, nice. That means I'm hoping fairly reliably be able to hit Chocolate Cookie. Don't be the good. Did not want that to be the vampire. I don't want to replace anything right now. Probably want to bump this, right? Just guaranteed I've got those 2 6s. Yay. Oh, it's in Fury. Whoops. Next time. I got both 6s I need already. Excellent. Oh, nice. I think it earthquaked all the stuff I needed it to. Chocolate Cookie Minus has no effect? How weird. So we're gonna Fury Toxic Ooze. Can I get another 6 here for Detonator? I can. Fantastic. And I can make Chocolate Cookie be 1 away from being used. I think we're doing alright here. Oh, again, earthquaking exactly the right stuff. Is this a... Oh no, Chocolate Cookie's down, so it's not a win. We also can't bump up to a 6, but we can try. If we're doing 10 damage, that brings her down to 12, and then we hit her with detonator down to 5. Or we bring the poison to 10, deal 11. I think that does more damage, if my maths is correct. Again, one off a kill. That's happened a lot this game. Audrey's a hench. And we're gonna go for the fun poison win and end turn. Here to give it another whirl. This could definitely be the time that you win your heart's desire. Oh, I'm sure. Here it is, here it is. I can't believe that. I don't believe that. Alright. So that's first episode of Dicey Dungeons. It's 20 to 2, so I am going to shoot off. I know it was a short game. Thank you for putting up with me just rambling for the first bit of the stream, guys. It was a very last minute thing, but I had fun news. I'm really hoping that I can do the Ludum Dare and stream plenty of it as well over the weekend. So keep an eye out, everyone. Tell your friends, spread the word. Hopefully we can have some fun. I'm sure we'll be able to take some input from chat as well while we're making the Ludum Dare game, again assuming it happens. You'll have to bear in mind that time constraints during LD are extreme. It's very difficult workflow, so I won't just be having a laugh and a joke and trying out daft and fun things while I'm making a game. You know, it's going to be like grindstone, just working away. But if I'm streaming it and people have like good ideas, then might be able to include some of that. And depending on the direction that I go in, depending on if I've got people who want to do this with me or not, I may well take actual I may collaborate with people in the server as well. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in doing, keep an eye out. I'll share what the actual plan is closer to the time. But yeah, thank you for joining me, everyone, for this odd stream. I will catch you all later. Bye bye.